This is how bottles are recycled in China. Yet if a local recycler gets its way, this is how plastic will be collected in the future. Incom has started a project to collect bottles directly from Chinese citizens, a move it hopes will tap the growing environmental movement here, but one some fear could put them out of work. If I can't collect bottles, then I'd have to go back to farming or working as a laborer, this peddler says. China produces an estimated 3 million tons of bottles a year. Many of them end up in landfills or discarded on the streets, left for informal collectors like Tian Guangyou. The former fruit seller goes door to door, earning 1 cent off of every 6 bottles.
Once collectors gather enough bottles, they bring them to stations around the city like this one. Here, the bottles are counted before they're taken away for recycling.
Incom says its program would help formalize the process, cut waste, and allow people to see the value of recycling themselves. In China, it's very hard to get bottles directly from the public, he says. This is a convenient, efficient, and easier way. In August, it plans to install its first few machines at subway stations in Beijing.
It's a pretty simple concept. First, you just throw the bottle into the machine, press a button, and wait a couple of seconds and you get some subway credits on your card. The company hopes to have 2,000 of these machines across the city in 3 years' time.
The bottles are scanned, crushed, and sorted, similar to other machines around the world. But unlike in many other countries, these machines could cost hundreds of thousands of jobs. Recycling, a multi-billion-dollar industry here, is seen as an important employer in this developing nation. I'm worried if everyone brings bottles to the machines, he says, then we won't be able to collect them. To address those concerns, the company says it will collaborate with street collectors, hiring them to transport plastic containers or work at the factory. Some environmentalists say the payoff at the machines, at 1 cent a bottle, needs to be more competitive for the program to catch on. But the company believes it's priced fairly and says the project could one day be replicated across the country. Through the panels and the ads on the machines, he says, we will show people what true environmental action is. A move it thinks will only nurture the nation's budding recycling culture. Eunice Yoon, CNN, Beijing.